I pulled into the deserted gas station, its flickering fluorescent lights casting an eerie glow on the empty pumps. It was late at night, and I was on a long road trip, desperate to refuel and get back on the highway. Little did I know that this seemingly innocuous stop would turn into a horrifying encounter that would haunt me for the rest of my life. As I stepped out of my car, a chill ran down my spine. The air felt heavy, and a sense of unease settled over me. I glanced around, my eyes scanning the dimly lit surroundings. There was no one in sight, except for the lone attendant standing behind the counter, his gaze fixed on a small TV screen. I walked into the convenience store, the creaking door echoing through the empty space. The bell above it jingled, breaking the silence, and the attendant looked up at me with a detached expression. Something about his demeanor sent shivers down my spine, but I tried to brush it off as mere paranoia. As I browsed the aisles, a flicker of movement caught my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I glimpsed a figure lurking outside, hiding in the shadows. It was a man, disheveled and wearing ragged clothing. His eyes darted nervously, and his face bore the marks of desperation. My instinct screamed at me to leave, to run away from this unsettling place. But curiosity got the better of me, and against my better judgment, I decided to investigate further. I approached the attendant, my voice shaky as I asked about the strange man outside. The attendant's eyes narrowed, his face devoid of any emotion. He muttered something unintelligible, his voice a mere whisper. It sent a chill down my spine, and a knot formed in the pit of my stomach. I knew something was terribly wrong. Just as I was about to retreat, a loud crash resonated from the back of the store. I whipped around, my heart pounding in my chest. The noise was followed by heavy footsteps, growing closer with each passing second. Panic surged through me as I realized the source of the disturbance. The man from outside burst into the store, his eyes wild and desperate. I stumbled backward, my mind racing. He was a prison escapee, his face plastered on the news for heinous crimes. Fear gripped me as I realized I was trapped in this nightmarish scenario. He lunged at the attendant, a crazed look in his eyes. The two engaged in a violent struggle, knocking over shelves and sending products flying. I tried to make a run for it, but the chaos blocked my path. Tears welled up in my eyes as I searched for any means of escape. The prison escapee gained the upper hand, overpowering the attendant. With a swift motion, he produced a knife from his pocket, its glint sending a shiver down my spine. I watched in horror as he plunged the blade into the attendant's chest, his body collapsing to the floor in a pool of blood. I gasped, covering my mouth to stifle a scream. The escapee turned his attention to me, a malevolent grin spreading across his face. His eyes bore into mine, filled with a sadistic hunger. I felt a surge of adrenaline coursing through my veins, my fight-or-flight response kicking into high gear. With every ounce of strength I could muster, I sprinted towards the exit, desperate to escape the clutches of this deranged criminal. The night air hit me like a wave as I burst through the door, my heart pounding in my ears. I didn't look back. I ran as fast as my legs could carry me, the sounds of chaos and terror fading into the distance. Tears streamed down my face as I realized the horrors I had witnessed. I fumbled for my phone, dialing the emergency number, my voice trembling as I relayed the grisly events that had transpired. The police arrived swiftly, and I recounted my harrowing ordeal. They searched the gas station, finding the lifeless body of the attendant and evidence of the prison escapee's presence. It was a nightmarish scene that would forever haunt me. In the aftermath, I struggled to find solace and regain a sense of normalcy. The late-night gas station encounter left me scarred, my trust in the world shattered. The memories of that horrific night continued to haunt me, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the most unexpected places.